Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside, it's Hill. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He might want another play. Throwing Russell. Buys a little extra time. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Dashing the D on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Oh, and he missed it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Motion from the wideout. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Got a man. It's Clark. Runs through a man. He might have space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go play action with Russell. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity. And I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Finds a little space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Hill. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keelan Russell. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him! On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Running the red zone, it's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Russell swings it out to his running back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
It is perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They go play action with Sellers. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Might have a chance. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sellers makes the grab. It's Fuller. Just steamrolling the defense. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
23 on the play. 1st and goal, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Fuller. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Power ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. A little release to the back. home. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keelan Russell. He's going to run it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Scanning the field, it's Russell. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Russell. Here comes the heat. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Lets it fly to the end zone and it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Sellers to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
On the run, it's Fuller.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
On the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you write read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now.
Snags it and he's open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Russell on play action. With the catch, it's Rodgers. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. change now on 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for space to the left. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This is a design run. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The run inside. It's Fuller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back. D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on fourth down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bully ball on third and short. Takes it down to the 41-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for the edge, it's Riley. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Keelan Russell. The screen, he's got wheels. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this offense continues to have have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Russell. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those times.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 40, inside the 30, the 10, and he scores! Touchdown, South Carolina! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I just love that about this team, because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Russell. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Tide answers back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Intercepted deep in his own end. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. defense heads out to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Hands it off on the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Sellers, looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Facing a 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting